Hi everybody. So, tried to do some trickery behind the scenes to make sure that I don't get claimed. Because like, why? Why claim me? You're gonna make $0. Said it once and I'll say it again. So, today we're gonna be talking about Godzilla Minus One. The rating that I give Godzilla Minus One is a lot higher than -1. Let me just say that straight up. A couple things I want to clear up at the very beginning of this video. One, Godzilla is Gojira in Japanese, and apparently it means gorilla whale. Not because he looks like a gorilla or a whale, but because he's just that freaking badass. But they got to come up with like something. And yeah, I know I just said he a couple times there, but for whatever reason, in my mind, I've always thought of Godzilla as she. I don't really have much of a reason for thinking that, except that if Godzilla's a dude, where the hell did Godzuki come from? Also, I was born in Northern California. I was born in a predominantly Asian community, mostly, which is why like Godzilla has been in my life since I was a kid, but also very close to some Latinos. And if you know anything about Latinos, and I'm not saying Latinx, I'm saying Latinos, then if you end the title of a name with an A, that's a female. So Godzilla, that's a chick. Go ahead at me and tell me that like if it was actually Latino that it would be Godzilla. Whatever. Point is, ever since I was a kid, I've always thought of Godzilla as a chick. I don't know if that affects anything about the movie I'm going to tell you right now, but that is what it is. So, Godzilla Minus One, from start to finish, is without a doubt the best film that I've seen in 2023. Now, I've seen a lot of films in 2023. Some have been pretty good. Most have sucked ass. But Godzilla Minus One, from beginning to end, was well acted, incredibly filmed, great pacing, great story, tight script. Like, there's only one actor in the whole movie that I was like, yeah, that person needs a little work. But she was 3 years old, so let's give her a pass, you know? But yeah, like, start to finish, really enjoyed it. I really liked the messaging behind it. I thought that, you know, the acting was pretty fantastic. I liked how the story centered around one man and his involvement with Godzilla. But there was a lot more going on behind the scenes than like, you know, just his relationship with Godzilla. There was other very, very human things going on. One of the things that I found really fascinating is that Godzilla probably has like 15 minutes of screen time, and I could be overestimating that, to be honest with you. But that's okay, because like we're into it. We're into like what's going on with the humans, right? That's been like, that was my critique. I didn't do it yet. I didn't do a review or anything, but that was my critique of like the Godzilla 2014, and then, you know, the following King of the Monsters and Godzilla X Kong versus Kong. X Kong's coming up. But is that like the human aspect was just stupid. I was kind of waiting for them to kill Millie Bobby Brown. Like, I wasn't into her. Wasn't into any of that. Wasn't into like the chick from the Conjuring stuff and the dude from the Golden Child. I know you wanted me to say the dude from Game of Thrones, but I didn't. I said the dude from Golden Child. He was also in The Last Action Hero, Charles Dance. Anyway, but in Godzilla Minus One, it is very much a human story that Godzilla interacts with. And it's fantastic from start to finish. Like, I wish that there was something about this movie that I could tell you was terrible. But there simply isn't. Like, I don't know. Like, would I say it's the perfect movie? I mean, it's close. Like, you know, like, do I give it a 10? I'm going to have to go ahead and give it a 9, 9.5. Like, very few films are going to get 10s, you know, ever. Now, if I watch it again and I think to myself, that was a 10, dummy. Stupid drunk bastard. Why didn't, shut up. But yeah, like, right now I'm going to go ahead and say 9, 9.5. I know, I'm not committal. Screw you. But go watch it. Go watch it in theaters. It's a really great experience. I saw it in a packed theater on a weekday night. And what I thought was really interesting, outside of the fact that like everybody was just captivated from beginning to end, was that there was a couple of young children in front of me who were, you know, single digits, maybe it just reached double digits. And I thought, wow, that's really cool that they've come to see this with their parents. I'm sure that their, you know, mother or father is similar to me, where like we've grown up with the Godzilla movies. So, you know, they want to like show that to their children, and that's awesome. But what I think is really cool is because it was in subtitles, like that kid had to pay attention. Like he couldn't not pay attention. He had to like read what was happening on the screen. And I'm here to tell you that kid paid attention. Like he was invested, as were all of us, right? Like from beginning to end, great movie. Like I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next because no spoilers, but something's coming. And if you saw it, you know, something's coming. So, yeah, like start to finish, fantastic movie. I think it's the best film of 2023. Is it going to win Oscars? No. Should it win Oscars? Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like this is this year's Parasite. So, you know, like, should this win best? Should it win the Oscar for Best Picture? Can't think of something that deserves it more than this. Should it win Best Foreign Picture? Bro, if it doesn't win Best Foreign Picture, then I definitely need to watch the movie that wins Best Foreign Picture, because this movie was awesome. Awesome! So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say 9.5 out of 10. Let's be safer, and I'm going to go ahead and say 4 out of 5. I might even say 4.5 out of 5. Whatever. It's great. If you have the means to go out and watch Godzilla -1 and you like monster movies, you would be doing yourself a disservice to not go and watch it. Frankly, if you like cinema at all, you should go watch this movie. Like, it's outside of being a monster film, like there's definitely a very human aspect to this movie. And it is great. The message is fantastic. Now that we're this far in, I'm just going to go ahead and give little spoilers, and they're not real spoilers. But the message is, be a man. Watch out for your family. I mean, like, that's a great fucking message. I'm sorry. And also, like, what is cowardice? Would also be like another like message there, like, you know, what is being a coward, like how do you characterize cowardice? Yeah, no. So start to finish, an incredible film. Like, I know you're thinking, oh my god, I gotta watch this and read. Look, if you weren't as drunk as I was, you could have been drunker than me, frankly, and you still would have gotten a great time out of it. So go watch it. Check it out. If you're a cinema goer, do yourself a favor and go watch this movie in cinema, okay? If you're not a cinema goer, do yourself a favor, wait for it to hit streaming and watch it there. 2 thumbs up from this monster. And it's a monster movie, so you'd figure that I know what I'm talking about. And if you figured that, maybe you're stupider than I am. Possibly drunker. Maybe both.